Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning, everyone. So, as a little bit of our something normal that we do for every week on Thursday, we are going to do presentation from the students, and today it's going to be based on the theme of science and technology, with the topic of unusual alternative energy sources, and we have five groups that are going to present their presentation, and then we're going to listen to them, and perhaps the viewers could actually learn something from their input. Okay, so the first presenter, can I have hi Usman? Hi Usman. Okay, seems that Usman is not responding. Let's hear from Halimi. Hi Halimi.
Hello.
Hi. Okay,
Hi.
if you could just turn on your camera and then perhaps share your screen so that we can listen to your presentation. That would be nice. Okay, Halimi, I can see your presentation now. Whenever you're ready, you can start presenting, Halimi.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam.
I will present about ice tower. The background of ice tower amid the steep peaks of the Himalaya, North India.
Okay.
How the technology works. Water runs
Um.
through.
Wait. Your slide is not moving, Halimi. Can you make sure that your slide is moving? You just click on the screen right at the bottom right. Bawah yang kanan tu ada projector sign. Okay, can you click on that so that I can see your slides?
How the technology works.
Okay.
Water runs through an underground pipe from higher elevation down to the side of the ice stupa where, due to natural water pressure, it rises up through a vertical pipe without any pump. The water sprays out of a sprinkler at the top of the pipe and freezes as it falls onto a conical shape of branch. The conical shape gives the ice stupas a large advantage of Norfolk's artificial glaciers, as direct sunlight hits less surface area, meaning that the stupas melt slower and provide water for longer. The benefits: to help counter some of the effect of climate change. Other interesting facts: the bond between human and glacier is so strong that one local folk tale tells the story of how Mother Ice and Father Ice came together to beget baby ice who provides for the people.
Okay.
Arigato for watching our presentation.
All right, Halimi, thank you. Before you go away, I think that it's interesting that you have that particular story about how ice mother and ice father come together and produce a baby ice, because baby ice is actually the water that they enjoyed from the ice tower. Okay, ice tower is something that they use when it's drought. It's the weather is dry, so uh, the rainfall is not that much, so they expect a glacier to help them with that. I think that is quite a good technology. All right, thank you, Halimi, for your presentation. All right, Halimi, you can join your friends with in the YouTube now, if you must. Okay. All right. So now next we have Hazwan. Hi, Hazwan.
Yes, miss.
All right. Whenever you're ready, you can share your presentation.
Miss, can you see the slide?
Yes, I can see your slides.
Paris building to be warmed by commuter body heat. Slide prepared by Hazard. 1. Paris Habitat. Paris Habitat, owner of a low-income public housing project in Paris, is planning to use the excess body heat of commuter in subway station beneath it to warm an apartment building. Number 2. The system. The scheme will use a series of heat exchangers and pipes to draw heat from underground passengers in the Metro Underground rail system to warm at 70 apartments in the building on Rue Bourgault, which is close to the Pompidou Center. The building is directly above a metro station. Number 3. Heat generator. The heat in the metro is generated by the trains, but also by the bodies of the passengers, each one producing an estimated 100 W of energy. 4. Carbon emission. Paris Habitat is the largest owner of the social housing in Paris and estimate the scheme, which is the part of the housing project renovation, will also slash carbon dioxide emission by one-third over housing a boiler room connected to the district heating. Number 5. Stairs. At present, there is a staircase leading from the building to the metro, and this is kept at 50 to 20 degrees Celsius by the heat of commuter and the trains, even in winter. Even in winter, Paris Habitat spokesman Francois Heckwing said they were lucky there was already a essential way that allowed them to collect the heat from the metro without building a staircase or altering the structural design of the station. If they had needed to build an entirely new staircase of the passenger way, the scheme would have been financially impossible. Number 6. The plan. If the plan are approved, work is expected to start on the scheme early in 2011 after the tender process is complete and should be complete by the end of the year. 8. The idea. The Paris Habitat idea of using universal energy sources of heat building is not the first. Installed in Austria and a scheme in the Mall of America in Minnesota in the US use the heat of shopper bodies to supplement the heating system during winter. A project in Stockholm in Sweden used the body heat of subway passengers to heat underground water tanks. The water is then used to warm a 30th floor office building 100 meters away. Okay, they are from our group. Miss? Miss?
All right. Thank you for that presentation. I think it's quite interesting that you have research on the research of Habitat of Paris. I think it's a scheme that we as we as Malaysians, we didn't have that actually. Social housing, meaning that it's house for low income earner. So it's very important that we acknowledge that, especially in Paris, they are very big on revolution, and they are quite further along with that, and they use the energy of human body heat to generate electricity. I think that's quite smart. Thank you, Hazwan, for your presentation. Right. Uh, can I have Usman now? Hi, Usman. Are you there?
Yes. Hello.
Okay. You may share your presentation, Usman.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see the screens now. Is there something wrong with your camera?
Mm. Oh. Okay, so Assalamualaikum and very good morning. So today my group present about jellyfish as electricity source. Background: Zakari Jerawandi at Chalmers University of Technology in Gothenburg, Sweden, and colleagues are developing a photovoltaic device based on green fluorescent protein (GFP) from the jellyfish Aucoria victoria. Next, how the technology works. Zakari Cherawandi and colleagues deposit two aluminium electrodes with a tiny gap between them onto a silicon dioxide substrate. A drop a droplet of green fluorescent protein is then added on top, whereupon the protein assembles itself into strands between the electrodes. When exposed to ultraviolet light, green fluorescent protein absorbs photons and emits electrons, which travel around a circuit to produce electricity. Next, the benefit. Biosolar cells do not require expensive maintenance or upkeep, which is why they are so sustainable. When nature converts solar energy into energy through photosynthesis, it does so with high efficiency, even more efficient than man-made solar panels. Other interesting fact: it's possible to power your home with jellyfish, but we still have a long way to go. Just like other new green technology, it needs funding and time to access how it could work successfully. After all, saving the world requires ingenious thinking. It requires years and years of research and looking in places where people might miss. That's all for our group. Thank you.
All right. Before you leave, Osman, I think this is another interesting alternative energy sources that we actually found. It's actually from a jellyfish, and you actually extract the electricity that they have in the jellyfish. I think that's a good presentation. Thank you, Usman. Thank you for that slides as well. All right. Let's hear from Muzaffar. Hi, Muzaffar.
Yes, Miss.
All right. If you're ready, you can turn on your camera and then start sharing your screen so that we can see your presentation.
Yes. Wait.
Okay, I've shared your screen now.
Uh, can you see the slide, Miss?
Yeah, do you mind turning on your camera, or it's something wrong with your camera? Is there something wrong with your
There's
camera?
something wrong with my camera.
All right, okay, go on.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today I'm from Group 5 going to present exploding lakes to provide power in Rwanda. Introduction. There are three lakes in Africa that contain such high levels of carbon dioxide and methane gas that they are at risk of exploding. Lake Nyos and Lake Menun are in Cameroon. Lake Kivu in Rwanda could have an even worse gas explosion. That is because more than 2 million people live near the shores of Lake Kivu, including in the large towns of Goma and Gisenyi. Today agenda. You know how it began and a little bit of information from the research and finding the solution. How it began. Methane gas from a lake in Rwanda may soon become a major supply of electricity. Millions of people in the Central African country could use the energy. An American company and the Rwandan government signed the power agreement in early August at the US-Africa Summit in Washington. The company is Symbian Power. The deal will provide electricity and lower the risk of an environmental disaster at Lake Kivu. Scientists agree that the methane level must be lowered in Lake Kivu, but there are worries that the act of pumping out the gas could cause problems. A little bit of information from the research. The buildup of methane in Lake Kivu is a serious problem for Rwanda. So the plan for Lake Kivu is to turn methane gas into power. The problem is, of course, if you just put in a pipe and start sucking out the water and separating the methane and the CO2 from the water, there is a potential to create the very problem you're trying to avoid, which is escape of the methane gas into the atmosphere. And finally, finding the solution. There's a set of rules, if you like. They're called lake management prescriptions, and they cover all the issues that companies like us have to follow when they extract methane gas from the lake. Kibuye Power Company already operates a small power center that uses the lake's methane. Lawrence Sibomana supervises the center in the town of Gisenyi. He told VOA it is not easy to remove the methane gas from the lake. Mr. Hing says Symbian Power has experience working in difficult places including Iraq and Afghanistan. He says it has the knowledge and money to succeed at Lake Kivu. That's all from our group. I hope you enjoy our presentation. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Muzaffar, for your presentation. I think this is one of the good presentations that I have watched, I've managed to observe so far. You've
Thank you,
managed
teacher.
to, yeah, you've managed to put all the facts about the explosive lakes, and that explosive lakes are very dangerous, and then they managed to somehow turn it into electricity. Those lakes actually caused a lot of casualties before because methane is a very dangerous gas. Okay, so they turn what we call a problem into an opportunity, and that is something that we need to take example by regarding Lake Kivu. All right, thank you, Muzaffar. Right, so the last but not least, Haikal. Hi, Haikal.
Hi, Miss. Right.
Hi. Right.
Okay.
So whenever you're
So,
ready.
is everyone feeling good today? Okay. So, right. Today I'm gonna show you about the presentation. Wait, okay. Skiing on garbage to help green ski season. Okay, very interesting topic. Okay. For our group members. Okay. Nothing to introduce because you guys already know them. All right. So the
Wait, have
background.
you shared your screen, or you're just going to just tell us the
Oh no.
story?
Oh wait, no wait, wait. I'm sorry. Wait, Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, wait, wait. Okay. Wait. Video share screen. Okay, share. Okay, you guys can see, yeah. Wait, in three, two, one. Okay, you guys can see. All
Yeah, I
right.
can see that already.
All right. Okay, Bismillah. Okay, so our topic for today is skiing on garbage to help green ski season. All right. So the group members here is Izzat, Haikal Haris, and Alif, Haikal, and Adib. All right. So the background of it. So the inspiration. See. So winter has arrived and that means ski season has officially started. Avid skiers and snowboarders in North America can choose from over 800 ski resorts to visit during the winter months. Ski resorts are hot spots to snow enthusiasts around the world, and many have even become vacation destinations in the summer months too. Although the pastime of skiing is a wonderful way to spend time outdoors, in the last decade, attention has been called to the impact these resorts have on the environment. The environmental costs associated with skiing vary from water use, deforestation, to fossil fuel usage. So it's no surprise that there's increasing pressure on ski resorts to step up their sustainability game and make significant changes in their environmental impact. Okay, so that's the background of it. So the next one is how the technology works, how we can use the green technology to profit the environment. So number one, snow making equipment. One of them is snow gun. It is used in ski resorts to produce snow. The equipment has gotten more efficient, and some resorts have found innovative ways to use their resources, such as the Arizona Snow Bowl. For example, it recycles its sewage water into snow. So use the water that have been used to recycle back into snow. Okay, all right. And then some ski resorts are very good about drawing attention to the efforts at reducing emission and waste through recycling, low water toilets, motion sensors for lighting. So it use the water that it use the same what you call that the same system lah, but in just a little different way. All right. Next one, it's the benefits. Maybe it's the last part of the presentation. Okay, but it's okay. The benefit is this practice appear to lower at ski resorts environmental performance with respect to how well they are protecting sensitive wildlife habitats, ecosystem, and riparian zones. So because in this ski resorts environment, there are a lot of wildlife such as some Arctic fox, some wolves, and even sometimes some other animals that live in the tundra in the cold, in the snow places. Ah, and then our results show that as ski resorts average winter snowpack depth becomes smaller over the years, and they are more likely to increase the use of snowmaking, expand their skiing terrain to previously undeveloped areas, and develop real estate in previously undeveloped areas. So that means it develop more areas so that it won't just use the because the resort will be other cawangan, other way we call other franchise, so that they just don't use the same place so that the snow doesn't become smaller. All right. Yeah. Okay. This is very good. Yeah. Very good presentation. All right.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Go on.
Okay. Other interesting facts. Okay. This is the part it gets a bit more interesting. Okay, guys. So Copenhagen, a waste treatment plant 10 minutes from downtown Copenhagen, features a slope that residents can ski down. The sloping roof of the building is covered in a material called Niviplas. Niviplas. Sorry, I can't pronounce it, but it's okay. It looks just like a ski slope, except it's green. Usually ski slopes are white, right? Now it's green. The plant, which was designed by Danish architect Berger Ingels, is just one step in Copenhagen's ambition to become the world's first carbon neutral capital. The plant burns waste from around 600,000 residents and 688,000 businesses to produce electricity and district heating. All right, so I'm going to show you a video about how it works. Okay, is that okay, guys? It's okay, teacher?
Sure.
All right, so we can see the video right now. All right.
Yeah.
Ah, you guys can see, right?
Yeah.
So this is the ski slope. Very good. Look, the ski slope. It's very good. Very good ski slope. Ah, this is Copenhagen. The Berger. Artificial ski slopes. Wow. They make toxins. As you can see, the people are skiing down the building. Ah, it looks very interesting. See how energy removal it is. Yes, very good, very good. It's very good. Yes, hedonistic sustainability. All right. I can use a bit more. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, that's for the video. So you guys can see that how it works and how it looks. All right. So thanks. That's all from my group. Okay. Right. Here's the like a bit to end the class. Huh? Wait. Oh my god. Oh sorry. No. This is wrong. Oh wait. It's okay. It's okay. We just end the no wrong link. It's okay, guys. Okay. That's all. All right.
All right.
Thank you,
All right. Thank you,
teacher.
Haikal. That is quite an interesting presentation. I think not only the facts are right, the fact that you use accents, I didn't know which accent are you using, but it adds up values to your presentation. All right. Thank you, Haikal. You may join your friends on
Yes.
YouTube now. Okay. So for today's lesson, we are talking about energy and resources. Okay, so I think that it's only appropriate that we do a little bit of exercise on renewable energy. Okay, so these alternative energy resources that you have presented just now, they are all fall under the renewable energy category, meaning that they are not part of fossil fuel. Fossil fuels, they are renewable, but they're quite slow to what we call to fill up to they're quite slow to recover. Okay, so this is something that you can perhaps learn together. And like we always do before this, we use a video, and then when the question is asked on the video, you are going to answer in the chat section. Okay, right. I'm just going to show you the screen now. Okay, so whenever you know the answer already, just type in your answer in the live chat section. Okay, make sure that you adjust your volume to the level that is appropriate for your hearing and clear.
Around the world, renewable energy use is on the rise. And these alternative energy sources could hold the key to combating climate change. What is renewable energy? Renewable energy is generated from sources that naturally replenish themselves and never run out. The most common sources are solar, wind, hydro, geothermal, and biomass. Over 80% of the total energy consumed by humans is derived from fossil fuels.
Okay, so the first question is how much of the total energy consumed by humans is derived from fossil fuels? Okay, is it 50%, less than 80%, over 80%, or 100%? Okay, so if you're not clear, I'm just going to play the audio, and then if you know the answer already, you can share in the live chat section.
Over 80% of the total energy consumed by humans is derived from fossil fuels.
Okay, your answers, everyone? Okay, let's see the answers that we've got here. Okay. Okay, most of you answered over 80%. Okay, let's see if that's the correct answer. Well done. All right, let's move on to the next question.
However, renewables are the fastest growing source of energy in the world. Renewable energy has many benefits. First, it can combat climate change because it creates no direct greenhouse gas emissions.
Okay, fill in the gap. Okay, renewable energy, what's the gap there? Combat climate change because it creates no direct greenhouse gas emissions. What would be the word that you can put in the gap there? It's a one small word and it's a modal verb. Modal verb means that it's verbs that is a helping verb, and it consists of words like can, would, how, can, would, or will, etc. Okay, let's play it again so that we can try to answer the question.
First, it can combat climate change because it creates no direct greenhouse gas emissions.
Okay, renewable energy. Okay, this is such a small, just a short word. Okay, renewable energy combat climate change because it creates no direct greenhouse gas emissions. Okay, what's the answer for this one? What do you think the answer for this one? Okay. Right, most of you answered can. Good. All right, let's move. Let's try and put in the answers. Awesome. All right, let's move on to the next question.
The only emissions that they produce are indirect, meaning those that result from manufacturing parts, installation, operation, and maintenance. But even those are minimal. Second, renewable energy can decrease pollution and therefore reduce threats to our health.
Okay. All right. So for this one, renewable energy can decrease and therefore reduce what to our health. Okay. What do you think the answers would be? Okay, let's because there will be two answers, so you're going to type in your answer in the chat section with a comma. Okay, first answer, comma, and then second comma. All right, let's play the audio again so that you can get the answers.
Second, renewable energy can decrease pollution and therefore reduce threats to our health.
Okay, so renewable energy can decrease what and therefore reduce what to our health. What do you think the answer would be for this one? Have a guess and share your answer in the live chat section. Okay, we've got a few answers coming in now. Pollution, threats. Okay, let's see if we've got the right answer. Very good. All right, let's move on to the next question.
Wind, solar, and hydroelectric systems create no air pollution emissions, and geothermal and biomass energy systems emissions are much lower than non-renewable energy sources. Third, renewable energy is a reliable source of power.
Okay, renewable energy is what? A source of power? Is it reliable or unreliable? Okay, share your answer in the live chat section. I'm going to play the audio again so that it will help you.
Third, renewable energy is a reliable source of power.
Okay, let's see the answers coming in. Reliable. We have reliable here, reliable. Okay. Very good. Let's move on to the next question.
Because renewable energy sources are, well, renewable, they will never run out. Once built, renewable facilities cost very little to operate, and the fuel is often free. As a result, Renewable energy prices tend to be stable over time. While renewable energy has many advantages, it is not without downsides.
Okay, does renewable energy have downsides? Is it a yes or a no for this one? What do you think the answer for this one is?
While renewable energy has many advantages, it is not without downsides.
Okay, what's the answer for this one? Yes or no? Okay, most of you answered no. Okay, let's see. Renewable energy does have a downside. Okay, there is. I mean, because most of the time when people talk about renewable energy, it's as though it's perfect. But just like any other energy we have in the world, it does have its own drawbacks, downside, or even disadvantage. Okay, that's what downsides mean. Disadvantage.
It
Okay.
is difficult for renewable energy sources to generate power on the same large scale as fossil fuels. Building wind farms and dams can disrupt wildlife and migration patterns and lead to ecological destruction.
Okay, can wind farms and dams if affect the environment? Is it a yes or a no? Okay, can wind farms and dams affect the environment? Yes or no?
Building wind farms and dams can disrupt wildlife and migration patterns and lead to ecological destruction.
Okay, what's the answer for this one? Okay, let's see. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, most of you answered yes. Let's see. Okay,
Both solar and wind energy are intermittent. They only generate power while the sun is shining or while the wind is blowing. Batteries can store excess energy for later use. However, they are often costly.
okay. Can B batteries be cheap or expensive? Can the batteries be cheap or expensive? What's the answer for this one? Okay, I'm going to play the audio again.
Batteries can store excess energy for later use. However, they are often costly.
Okay, what's the answer for this one? So, most of you answered expensive. Okay, let's see. Oops. All right, so
While renewable energy presents some challenges, it also offers an environmentally friendly alternative to the greenhouse gas emissions and pollution of fossil fuels. And as advances in technology make renewable energy more accessible, affordable, and efficient, an end to climate change could be within our reach.
So congratulations for this time. Although you managed to get all 100 before, this time you managed to only get 71%, which is fine. Okay, this is part and parcel of learning. Okay, right. Let's look at. We are done with this. Okay, so I'm just going to present to you other alternative energy resources that you could find. Okay, in this world. Okay, let's see. Right. So I'm just sharing the screen now. Okay, so you have perhaps research on the things that you need to for your presentation. Okay, but we do have a few others that is quite unusual to generate power. Okay, so right, the first thing is natural body heat. This is something that's been done by Habitat of Paris. Okay, um, as being presented by good as being presented well by Hazwan. Okay, the heat generated by commuters is captured by the station's ventilation system and used to warm water in underground tanks. Okay, the water is then redirected back into the office's ventilation, thus heating the entire block. So, meaning everything is done in a very beautiful circle. Okay, we also have coffee waste for uh, alternative energy. Okay, a piping hot cup of coffee fuels the morning activities. Okay, so BioBean, which was founded in London by an architecture student, claims to be the first company to industrialize coffee waste recycling and produce biodiesel from the coffee and a biomass pellet product from this previously disposed of resource. Okay. Right. So in this case, coffee powered cars would definitely be popular among hipsters because hipsters they love to be in Starbucks, for example. So I think coffee would be something that they would be interested of. Okay. Right. We do have chocolates. Okay. Um, okay. For chocolate, fat from chocolate can be converted into biofuel and has been used to power a race car reaching 150 miles per hour on the track. Okay. So it has been used for to power a race car as well. Okay, we could also fuel the world with dance floors. Okay, a number of dance clubs in Japan have already implemented this technology in order to make their establishments self-sustainable. Okay, so what they have in their nightclub is that a bouncing floor made of springs and series of power generating blocks. Okay, the blocks made from crystals produce more electrical current when squashed, a process known as piezoelectricity. And then as dancers move up and down, the blocks are squeezed and current is fed with nearby batteries. Okay. So the batteries are constantly recharged by the movement of the floor and used to power parts of the nightclub. Okay, so they're basically using the kinetic energy. People are dancing, moving around. So it is converted into electricity, which is then used to make the floor react and interact visually, as well as power applications, showing the direct electricity output of a person's movements. Okay. Piezoelectricity, that's the concept. When stress or strain is applied on an object, which can be converted into electricity. Okay. We do have algae as well. Okay. Um, I think this is something that is more realistic compared to the others because algae is something that we could find a lot in at sea. Okay, so algae has a higher calorific value, which is heat content than corn or sugar, making it more efficient as fuel source. Okay, all right. So now that you have learned all these alternative energy sources, okay, as an exit ticket for today and also as a record for your attendance for today's class, I need you to write. Okay. I need you to write about, okay, once the broadcast is done, okay, right, let me just send it back. Okay, right, what you need to do now, okay, in the comment section in the broadcast, okay, you need to choose one alternative energy. Okay, we have learned quite a lot. You can talk about the conventional one, like we have solar, or you can talk about wind, or even you can talk about dam or water, something that we have now. Or you can talk about some unusual alternative energy that we have discussed with you. For example, your friends have presented about, I think it was about body heat, about jellyfish, and others. Okay, you can choose any of that, or you can choose from whatever that I've presented just now. Okay, You choose one alternative energy and explain why it would work to replace fossil fuel. Okay, it doesn't have to it doesn't have to follow logic. It's just something that you think what might be good for the world to replace fossil fuel. Okay, all right. Thank you for the class for today. I enjoyed having all the presentations, and I enjoyed having you interact with me in the live chat section. I'll see you next week, and have a great weekend everyone.